I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and he understands me a lot. So he was just saying, because of the type of person that I am, sometimes my reality, my perception cannot work and coincide cannot work and coincide with the kind of reality that has been programmed here, right? Like, this is like, we could think that we can change a lot of things, but there was a video I remember I watched, a brother panic. He was like, once you become awakened, once you become conscious about certain things, it's kind of hard for you to, like, have the cars, the jewelry, the clothes, and all this extra stuff and actually enjoy it, because you know better. You know better, and you will not get any type of fulfillment out of it. And when you know better, consequently, 9 times out of 10 you won't really get those really. And not like you can't really get those things, like, I'm being negative. I'm talking about, like, you can't get those things because a deeper part of you knows that there's a lot more to it than obtaining those things. You won't be satisfied once you've obtained those things. So it takes a certain type of characteristic and perception to really be who you are. So y'all, I know it's challenging. It's going to be challenging, and it's going to be a smack in the face for a lot of other people. So not only will it be challenging for you to walk your own path and really truly be yourself, it comes easier for some and a lot more challenging for others, but it will be challenging for those around you as well, because their reality is expecting something from you, a gift, a happy birthday, something to show that you love them, for them to feel like you love. I'm sorry if it cut off, but something like they want, the kind of reality that a lot of people live in is like they expect things, to pretty much make them feel worthy, to make them feel like you do this for me because I know you love me. And that's not really true love. When you really start to develop these kind of characteristics of self-awareness and really transcend the old programming, you start to realize that love is all around you, and there's nothing that you really need to do to express that or to receive that, or to, you get it automatically once you just are. So once you're vibrating that kind of frequency, you're also allowing others to do the same. So that doesn't mean, I've never been the type of friend to give you gifts and to do this and to do that. I'm the type of friend to come and help you cook or clean or to babysit. I'm the kind of friend to if you need help with something, energetically I'm there. As far as, like, physically, I'm there. I'm not the type to buy you a Gucci bag or buy you any type of name brand anything or anything like that. I've never been. I'm like that real friend that's gonna love you regardless, when you're up, when you're down, if you need an extra hand, if we just gonna chill and watch a movie. I'm that friend, to help each other in deeper, meaningful ways, not tangible ways. And it's kind of challenging to be in that kind of thought pattern and be that kind of person in a society that pretty much celebrates when people do things for you, when people buy things for you. And that's not really love. That's not really love at all. We see it all the time. So once you understand that, you start to, like, really allow the kind of frequency and the energy of the people that's vibrating the same way as you. You start to really assess and kind of, like, discern the right type of energy that's for you, because you see yourself in them. Not the toxic self. Not the, oh, it feels good self. It could feel bad sometimes too, but it's just unconditional. It doesn't matter what it is, it just is, and it is. And I don't want you guys to be down on yourself. Just continue to keep loving yourself and to keep understanding that it's not about what you do on the outside. It's really what you do on the inside. That's why they always say when someone passes, what matters is always how they made you feel. That ain't got nothing to do with, it has nothing to do with what they bought you. I don't know why it keeps cutting off like that. It's annoying. So it's kind of challenging, y'all, but love is love. Like, love is always there. Like, every day I go out right now with all this quarantine, I still, like, I'm an essential service. I'm a nurse. So every time I go out, like, I swear the trees are greener. The birds are playing. The birds was playing with my dog the other day. I went to go walk my dog. The birds came trying to play with my dog. It was just beautiful outside. I'm like, man, we just so toxic. Just coming outside and breathing all these carbon dioxide out is like, the trees on my block has never been greener. And I'm not saying this is a good state for us to be in. I'm just saying we need to find a better way to live more harmoniously with the planet, for real. When you start to hear people talk about this and then you don't get it, but when now you start to see it, you get it. So don't change who you are for anybody. Don't feel sad or guilty when you feel like, you know, something is missing and you haven't been able to fill a certain type of, like, not necessarily void. It could be a void for some, but maybe like you're not getting something reciprocal from what you're giving out, in a sense, because you are. You just have to look at it with your third eye, you know, and then everything starts to align. Like, today was a beautiful day. Today was a beautiful day, y'all. Yesterday was really nice too. I went to go spend some time with my friend. But it's also about balance, you know what I mean? Like, you really have to, like, take that energy for yourself. So you can love somebody and be with someone and hang out with them, but you always have to take out that time for yourself as well. Living that kind of, like, we literally live in a duality. I mean, third dimensional sense. This reality was created. It just seems like it's, you know, what you can do, what you can give, hustle harder, grind this, grind that. And it's funny, everyone that I've ever looked up to, they've all reached a pinnacle in their lives up to a point where they've accumulated so much success where they're asking the questions that I've been asking. You know, they're saying to themselves, like, man, that guy that's playing, you know, Ring Around the Rosie with his daughter, you know, looks like he's more peaceful and having more fun than me about to go into this meeting to cut this $50 million check right now. Like, it's crazy when I see that. But everybody have their path. Everybody will get on their path at the same at a certain time whenever they're ready to. And we all have a sense of awareness, right? And it's funny, as much as science and even esoteric knowledge, third dimensional sense, this reality was created. It just seems like it's, you know, what you can do, what you can give, hustle harder, grind this, grind that. And it's funny, everyone that I've ever looked up to, they've all reached a pinnacle in their lives up to a point where they've accumulated so much success where they're asking the questions that I've been asking. You know, they're saying to themselves, like, man, that guy that's playing, you know, Ring Around the Rosie with his daughter, you know, looks like he's more peaceful and having more fun than me about to go into this meeting to cut this $50 million check right now. Like, it's crazy when I see that. But everybody have their path. Everybody will get on their path at the same at a certain time whenever they're ready to. And we all have a sense of awareness, right? And it's funny, as much as science and even esoteric knowledge goes to study, you know, what is like consciousness, like what is this, how can we learn it all? I've always said you'll never really truly be completely conscious or know everything until you transition. I always said this. So now it's like we all have our own kind of consciousness, our own selves. We have our own certain way that we think. We share that, you know, with the collective. That's why you can have an idea and somebody else will come out with it. Like, I had so many ideas. That sing along song with Jamie Foxx, that video, that music game, I came up with that 2 years before. I wrote it down and everything. I just didn't patent it. I didn't write it. I didn't sell it to somebody. Somebody picked it up from the universe. They had the funds, they had the resources, and they got that done. All right, I didn't. It's all good because I have other ideas. But I'm saying we all have our own, and then each and every individual, either they are homeless, rich, whatever, they have theirs as well. And we can't possibly meet everybody for us to accumulate their knowledge and their understanding. I feel like once we all know everybody's thoughts and perceptions and everything, then I think that's as close to knowing the totality of becoming completely aware, or being completely, being able to completely transcend to like the higher realms. That's when you transition on out of here. You can learn as much as you can while you're on here, learn as much karmic lessons, learn as much as you need to while you are here, actively, by allowing yourself to flow and allowing the experiences to come to you. But I really think that the more we learn from other people, even observing them and not really saying much, the better of an understanding that we have. Even also the more humble that we are. We're trying to seek for this oneness, and the oneness is within all of us. Within all of us, we can't quite activate our DNA all in one shot. Just if that's the case, like, tell me, put it in the bottom in the description, in the comments, let me know who has done it, in one shot. It's in all of us, but it's like we all have to bump each other like kinetic energy for us to get that information. Like when neutrons go and take another electron, like from another cell, for it to function, it's like we need to communicate and hit each other through kinetic energy just to like get the information. But once we understand that, only then we can have total understanding of the all. And even then, that's not even everything. That's not even everything. That's why they say you think you know, but you have no idea. Or you're always going to be a student to life, because you're never a master. I could know a lot of things. I've read a lot of books and experienced a lot of things, but I'm never a master. I always say I'm a student, because I'm constantly learning every single day. So some things that you can do, guys, always meditate. One, you can always meditate. That way, it allows your mind to be more expansive, and it allows your spirit to be more in the allowing stage for these experiences to come to you. Affirmations work great. Now, some people say affirmations doesn't work. I think it doesn't work for those who doesn't have the ability to focus on one thing. Me, I tend to want to do so many things at the same time. Sometimes I need affirmations, and sometimes I don't. I don't have a limitless pill in my pocket. And no one's perfect, but everybody together can be, if they just do the practices that works best for themselves. Drink a lot of water. We are in the Aquarius age, so we need to have a lot of fluid. That's just science. The cells in our bodies, we are made up of 70% water. We need more water in our body. That small simple things that you can do. These are just small simple things that you can do, guys. I used to watch Santos Bonacci hard. He taught me a lot about astrology, about cell salts. Each astrology, there's 12 zodiac signs, there's 12 cell salts, and each zodiac sign is missing at least 3 cell salts, because we're born in 9 months, so we're missing 3, right? And usually whatever sign that you are, just look up the sign and figure out what cell salt you may be missing. And maybe if you go to the doctor and get your blood work and see what's going on, if you have any kind of ailments or anything like that, or any imbalances, you could probably see that you're missing those kind of cell salts. Once you take them, you feel a little bit more balanced within yourself. Eat what's right for you. I used to be vegan a few years ago. Right now, I don't really eat all types of meat. I only eat turkey and lamb. I'm on a adrenal cleanse right now, and it seems to be working great for me. My skin is glowing. I'm feeling great. I'm exercising, but the weight is coming off. It's almost like everything that you deserve is just coming to you easily. I wanted to say easier. Either way, it comes to you easily. It's like you're in an alignment with it. You're in a vibrational attunement to it. You don't have to grind for it. You don't have to work. So I used to do so many push-ups and burpees and heavy squats. I used to lift like 445-pound squat. Like, I used to go hard. And I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying now I would rather do a nice intense 20-minute exercise and feel just as great and get just as much of the benefit than I would putting in all that work. Because now I know it's about balance. I know it's about just, I'm at the point where I'm maintaining right now, because I put in all that hard work, but it's really about balance within your mind, within your body, within your soul. Do what works best for you, guys. There's certain things that I'm experiencing that I'm asking questions, and right before I go to sleep, I think about them, and then within the next few days after, I start to get my answers. But living it, I have so many books right now, guys. I'm about to like sell some books, and I'm gonna give some books away. Some I'm not gonna give away because I just can't. I'm sorry, I just can't. But I realize the benefits of being book smart and also being street smart. Street smart as in you're actually living your experiences and you're learning from your environment, from the people. And always listen to your intuition. It may sound like you're a critic. It may sound like you're being negative, but 9 times out of 10 there's something to it. Try to be observant without judging it, but also be aware that it's probably trying to like shed a light onto something, all right? I don't want to make this too long, so I'll see y'all soon. Peace. There's certain things that I'm experiencing that I'm asking questions, and right before I go to sleep, I think about them, and then within the next few days after, I start to get my answers. But living it. I have so many books right now, guys. I'm about to like sell some books, and I'm gonna give some books away. Some I'm not gonna give away because I just can't. I'm sorry, I just can't. But I realize the benefits of being book smart and also being street smart. Street smart as in you're actually living your experiences and you're learning from your environment, from the people. And always listen to your intuition. It may sound like you're a critic. It may sound like you're being negative, but 9 times out of 10 there's something to it. Try to be observant without judging it, but also be aware that it's probably trying to like shed a light onto something, all right? I don't want to make this too long, so I'll see y'all soon. Peace.